Last year I started this presentation off with some dad jokes. They were very funny to me, but you all did not laugh, so I had to tame it down this year. My name is James Arnold, and I'm the Economic and Community Developer for the City of Edwardsville. This is my crew on the screen. When your daughter asks you to be a villain, you create a family of villains. We did not find Batman that night. They really do make my world go round. Kevin, just bear with me. Now this is the part where I'm going to get in trouble. You may expect me to welcome you to the 2025 Business Forecast Breakfast, but today is different. Have you seen the recent news? Kevin Head, our city administrator, is resigning to retire. At least I think that's the official statement. So today is not a business forecast, but rather a public roasting. Kevin, I know you do not care for my jokes. As a matter of fact, you've asked me to stop telling them many times. So you may want to hold on to your seat for what I have to say next. Kevin has a level of calm that I have not witnessed. He can take what I would deem a large program and bring this calm to make it feel very small. In my millennial speak, he's just a chill guy. Kevin can look someone straight in the face and say something that will leave that person in a position of not knowing whether they should laugh or cry. His sense of humor is impressive in this way. He is also an incredible storyteller, sharing tales from his basketball days to his years of service for this country to serving the city of Edwardsville. I think my main complaint is that he received a degree in mathematics. I mean, seriously, math. Who does that? I've witnessed Kevin sing a few holiday jingles, and I will not say more about that. I've also had the pure pleasure to sit with Kevin and his wife Beth Ann at many events. Beth Ann is lovely and an amazing person. And then there is Kevin. I remember the first time I said what's up to him, and it was also the last time that happened. Hey Matt, can we get Kevin some Blantons? 2 fingers, neat? I'll square up with you after the event. I'm joking, really, I'm really joking. And if I'm not in trouble now, I probably will be. With all these jokes in mind, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge Kevin's efforts, guidance, and leadership. Please join me in congratulating him. Kevin took a leap of faith to work for the city of Edwardsville. He saw an opportunity to move here and establish this as his home with his family. He understood the opportunity that lies within Edwardsville. He consistently pushes staff to seize the opportunities that present themselves when they make sense for the city. Later in March, Kevin will pass the torch to Eric Williams. A little history on Eric. He has been with the city since 1857. Rumor has it he once lived in the Colonel Benjamin Stevenson house while employed at the West End service station while it was actually a service station. He is an encyclopedia of Edwardsville fact and fiction, and he will continue to take us forward. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to thank the outlet, Matt McSparron, Jamie Barger, and the staff for hosting the event today. I also want to thank the Edwardsville High School Orchestra for their lovely performance this morning, specifically Director Victoria Vumart. On violin, we had Sean and Rhea. On viola, we had Ian, and on cello, we had Annabelle and Lila. Please. So back to why we're here today. I welcome you to the 2025 Business Forecast Breakfast. Today's underlying theme is opportunity within our city. From reinvestment to grants to infrastructure improvements to tourism, you'll hear more about what the city is working toward. It is my honor to invite Mayor Risavy to the lectern to begin today's program.
Good morning, and James, you are in trouble, so be prepared. I want to start by first, every year I'm absolutely amazed with the number of people who come out for our Business Forecast Breakfast. I'm so honored, and I know our staff is as well, to have so many people who are interested in what's going on in our great city of Edwardsville. So thank you very much. So I'd like to get started. We're going to begin this year with the year in review by looking at investments, business and residential growth, and we're going to explore 2025 and beyond. Our estimated EAV for 2023 is $1.1 billion, which is a reflection of very strong property values. This steady increase is due to warehouses in the enterprise zone and new commercial developments. We're estimating our EAV for tax year 2024 to be nearly $1.24 billion and our tax rate to remain steady at 1.4057. As you can see, the dollar value of construction was at a peak in 2018 with $247.8 million in investment, which is largely could be attributed to worldwide technology's expansion in the enterprise zone. 2022's dollar value of construction was $170 million and was another significant year for investment with the continued construction of Trace on the Parkway. In 2024, we had $139.3 million, up from the previous year, with significant increases in existing properties, which was a reflection of the residents' desire to invest in their properties, which we were very grateful for. 2024 new businesses. 5 new businesses kicked off at the beginning of 2024. Sauce on the Side, a cozy eatery specializing in gourmet calzones with a focus on quality ingredients and creative flavor combinations, opened in February and are owned and operated by Craig and Lori Calagero. Golf Discount, owned by Gary Hill and located on the Parkway, opened in February of last year, offering the latest golf products from all the top national brands and is staffed with golf club fitters. Backstage Bar and Patio opened on March 1st of last year in downtown Edwardsville and is owned by Megan McDonald and Virgil McMillan. Soul Cow Soul Plants and Gifts, owned by Jamie Schrum, is a custom plant shop and a great place to purchase houseplants, succulents, tropicals, and cacti, offering a variety of workshops. I purchased my dad a gift certificate for a workshop, which he hasn't used yet, so that's on my bucket list. Wieland, a leading global supplier of high-quality copper and copper alloy solutions, opened an engineering office on South Main Street on 157. 3 businesses opened in April of last year. The first was AQ Nail Bar, located on the Parkway, with a trained staff that will pamper you and make your hands, feet, and nails look their best. James visited there last week. James, could you show everybody your nails, please? That's my first joke. And nobody wrote it for me. The second to open in April was Go Yoga Express, owned by Kelly Mathis. It is located at Whispering Heights and offers hot yoga and power yoga classes. The third to open in April was Wing Zone by franchise partners TJ and Rashan Patel. It is a casual counter-serve chain featuring boneless and bone-in chicken wings, chicken tenders, burgers, and more. My wife, Rhonda, and my son, AJ, they love wings. They said it's in the top 5, so I'm not going to tell you where it ranked. It's just in the top 5. Beauty by Emma is operated by a licensed cosmetologist, Emma Eager. She's a lash artist and permanent makeup artist. She offers classic, hybrid, volume eyelash extensions and lip blush, powder brow for permanent makeup, and is located in Plum Creek and opened in May. Then, last June, Raising Cane's opened at the corner of Troy Road and Governor's Parkway. They specialize in chicken tenders, fries, and of course, their cane sauce. The business has been a very strong supporter and sponsor of various events and groups in the city, District 7, and SIUE. They've been an incredible partner. The Artisan Barber Collective, owned by Dylan Palmer, opened in Plum Creek in July of 2024, specializing in men's haircuts and beard trims. Evergreen Beauty and Threading, an eyebrow bar, opened in August of last year on Troy Road and is owned by Premilia Ponta Tuare. Christy and Mark Fusel opened Pup Kitchen on National Dog Day, August 26th of last year, offering high-quality AAFCO complement human-grade dog food crafted by hand. Their products can be purchased at Green Earth Grocery and all natural pet centers. You can also find a Pup Kitchen product at Pup Patios on their website. They have a list of locations. Soulful Spaces Therapy, owned by Cheyenne Kirby, provides professional mental health therapy for anxiety, panic, PTSD, postpartum, and trauma. The business opened on September 2nd. And we're glad Amazon has reopened their doors in September. Adam and Tracy Meekin, Brandon Peterson, and Tess Secor opened Mossy Stone Irish Pub last September in Plum Creek. The menu has a timeless Irish affair, crafted locally, sourced fresh ingredients, and is a great place to get a pint of Guinness. Last week I was there for the fish and chips, and I was very impressed. They're doing a great job. Also opening in September of last year was Clubhouse Sports Lounge, with not only indoor and outdoor seating, but also an event space for enjoying their specialty cocktails and quality food while watching a game. The owners, Kayla and Corey McMahon, also own Joe's Pizza and Pasta. And if you ever go there, you'll always see their kids running around, which is very impressive. They're working so hard to make the place just a great success. The highly anticipated restaurant, co-owned by Ed Heath and Tim Foley, opened in September, Ed's Delicatessen on North Main Street. It offers a wide variety of deli sandwiches and fresh-made salads. I personally enjoy their Japanese hot dog, which is one of my favorites. Ray's Cafe opened by Redefining Independence, which was co-founded by Susan Converse and Christine Ellsworth. This restaurant and vocational training program for adults with disabilities opened last October in the Myers Center. This is truly an extraordinary place. I've personally been by, I've tried their protein bars, they're amazing, and I'm so honored to have people in our city who are willing to put their time and effort in every single day to do something this amazing. Congratulations to the YMCA for making this happen. Sam's Last Chance Saloon, formerly Corner Tavern on North Main, is owned by Sam McCullough, Rick Cosmere, Ed Heath, and Tim Foley, and is a friendly neighborhood bar where one can enjoy live music. It has a great space outside where there are bands. Matt and Amy Heron opened 1929 Pizza and Wine in October in Plum Creek, and is a farm-to-table wood-fired pizzeria. Adjacent, you will find Pastry 29, featuring several signature pastries, sweet treats, and some savory delights. I was fortunate enough to try their orange roll a few weeks ago, and it was amazing. Another business that opened in October, Affordable Design and Blinds, offers a large selection of custom Hunter Douglas window treatments and is owned by Charlene Giesman. October was an exciting month with yet another business opening. Deanna Porter opened their Mercantile Antiques and Vintage Goods, which offers antiques, vintage home decor, furniture, and seasonal decor and gifts. Mersman Wellness, located at 3 Country Club Court off of Route 157, opened on November 1st. Dr. Jennifer Mersman, thank you for that, pathologist, and chiropractic physician, offering medical massage, acupuncture, botanicals, homeopathy, nutrition, and lifestyle. Sleep Number One opened in November on Troy Road and sells adjustable mattresses that use a remote air hose and pump to adjust firmness. Lee Longville opened Polished Prints on East Vandalia Street in November and held a ribbon-cutting ceremony on February 12th. This product inspired kindness through the t-shirt designs and home products for moms, kids, and babies. Gina Gamblin reopened EXO in November, combining a nail bar, med spa, and lounge into a unique concept located on Route 157. The culinary experience in the lounge features a blend of international inspiration and local favorites, along with cocktails, mocktails, and more. Barrel and Brew Tap House, owned by Aaron Coleman, opened in the Parkway in November and offers a comfortable, lively environment featuring elevated bar food with a great local twist. Michael and Emma Jabber open AJ's Mediterranean and Tanuki Cakes in the fall on Century Drive, featuring Mediterranean food along with Japanese-style cheesecakes. Bespoke Pilates, located on North Main Street, opened in December and is owned by Kelly Schneider. The business offers private and semi-private classical Pilates instruction. Dr. Danny Cesar of Sunflower Dental, located on the Parkway, expanded the business at the end of 2024. Alpha's Gym, owned by Travis Tilton, is a heavy lift friendly and opened at the beginning of this year in Plum Creek with a variety of tough fitness classes such as kickboxing, strong box, muscle hustle, and butts and guts. Christine McCaw, the owner of Keepsake Candle Company, a candle shop specializing in non-toxic, clean, and sustainable products, candle pouring workshops, and curated home decor. She opened her business on February 1st on the corner of North Main Street. Venue at Park Plaza, opened by Emily Gates, is located on South Buchanan and opened on November 24th. It is a mid-sized, multi-use venue in the heart of downtown, which can accommodate 120 seated guests and 200 for a cocktail-style event. Relocated businesses within our city. Great Clips moved to Schnucks. The Edwardsville Arts Center moved to the Montclair Fire Station. Talcon Law moved to Edwardsville Bank. 222 Artisan Bakery moved to 222 St. Louis Street. How fitting. Bank of Edwardsville moved to the former Jack in the Box. Infuse Wellness moved to South Buchanan. Tropical Snow moved to Ironworks. Momentum Lactation moved to 20 Edwardsville Professional Park Suite B. And Sienna is in the process of moving to Ironworks. The station on Main has 38 residential units with a mixture of office, retail, and restaurant space. The Baileys and Fireside Financial, Michael and Crystal Bailey, have done a tremendous job with this development, and we are anxiously waiting announcements this year. And it has an amazing fourth-floor balcony, which is made for commercial space. We're very excited to see how this transforms downtown and brings even more energy to an exciting downtown environment. We're very grateful. The Albert, a fun construction development project on St. Louis Street, has 4 retail spaces on the lower level and 14 one-bedroom apartments on the second and third levels, and this building has really been transformed and looks so modern. The Park North development is a 94-acre multi-use development. It is going to be huge and a wonderful addition for people in Edwardsville, throughout the area and region, and a great complement to Plummer Family Park. We can already see the progress with the extension of Sports Park Drive from Plummer Family Park to 143, which will have direct access to Plummer Family Park on I-55 and will take a lot of the pressure off of Goshen Road. The Park North Golf Club will be a top golf-type sports attraction, plus restaurant and miniature golf. This shows our commitment to our Eastern Corridor and highlights our great access to I-55. 2025 anticipated new businesses. Hollywood Hair will open soon on Bennett Drive. Busybody Meals will be located in Whispering Heights. Christian Brothers Automotive will be opening on Route 157 near McAllister's Deli. Carrollton Bank will open their Madison County headquarters in the spring of 2026 at the intersection of Buchanan and Schwartz Street. Save on Liquor and Wine is coming to the corner of 157 and Center Grove Road. Cobito Pokey is coming to Ironworks. O2B Kids is under construction on Route 157. Plaid Coffee Roaster Shop is coming to East Vandalia. And Sandy's Sandwich and Soups and Salads is coming to the former Emos on Route 157. Next, we want to talk about the Governor's Cup, which is right here. The city of Edwardsville was the recipient of the Governor's Cup for its support and collaboration with the Madison County Challenger Baseball Program after being chosen as one of 4 Governor's Hometown Award finalists to vie for the prestigious award before a panel of judges at the State Fairground in Springfield. We've happily partnered with this terrific group for more than 18 years, providing fields at no cost to ensure the joy of baseball is something that children and adults of all abilities can experience. And we won. Spotlight Edwardsville videos are short videos showcasing local businesses and organizations in Edwardsville. Last August, Northside Dairy Haven was featured in a video, and this year, Main Street Community Center was the first organization to be featured. If you would like to nominate a local business or organization for a Spotlight Edwardsville video, you can do that on the website. If you feel there's a business in our city who's making an impact or doing something great, please nominate them. We would like to recognize them. Next, Excellence in Edwardsville encouraged public service through selflessness. This award recognized residents whose generous efforts, contributions, and achievements foster and embrace civic pride and responsibility, promote appreciation, and embody the spirit of our city. Dan Liliensick received the award in Edwardsville in February of 2024, and Christian Fries, the Edwardsville Children's Museum Executive Director, was honored in June of 2024. Once again, if you see somebody in our city making an impact, please nominate them for an Excellence in Edwardsville Award. This city's first ever Chocolata Fun Crawl took place last Saturday. The Cocoa collaboration aimed to entice visitors to spend the entire day checking out the chocolate concoctions and items that Edwardsville's retail and restaurants, businesses, communities offer. The city held chocolate-themed events at RP Lumber Center and the Wildey Theater, and were joined by the 1820 Colonel Benjamin Stevenson House, the Children's Museum, and 30 other businesses. This event was created by Kathleen Hensley, our communications coordinator, with help from Grace Pelock, Desiree Gerber, and James Arnold, and it was a huge success. It's going to continue to grow every year. Friday, June 20th, 2025, is a once-in-a-century opportunity for Edwardsville. Its zip code, 62025. Edwardsville's 62025 Day will be a community picnic-style event that will include an outdoor concert, food trucks, and more at City Park. I'm looking forward to hearing what creative ideas our local Edwardsville businesses have to promote this day. Celebrate the Mother Road with our 27th annual Route 66 Festival on June 7th. The city is gearing up for Route 66's 100th anniversary in 2026. The city has lots of fun in store for everyone to enjoy. The day will consist of live music, foods, drinks, local shopping, kids' activities, car shows and crews, historic trolley, tours, and much more. The city's relationship to its Edwardsville educational institutions is essential to a thriving community. And I appreciate the ways that the city is able to collaborate with District 7, Lewis and Clark Community College, and Southern Illinois University. I also appreciate these institutions, the collaboration we have with each other. Edwardsville High School students earning credit at Lewis and Clark, and SIUE hosting an Edwardsville night at the women's and men's basketball games last week are among the collaborations that make us so proud to live in our community. Who has most recently attended a basketball game, and what an incredible atmosphere. Save the date, the Campus to Community Committee will be hosting an inaugural paddle battle on April 26, where 16 teams from Lewis and Clark and SIUE students, faculty, and alumni can battle it out on the pickleball courts at Plummer Family Park. Last October, SIUE celebrated the final pour of the $105 million health science building. The 176,000 square foot building will be the house of the School of Pharmacy and the School of Nursing. This state-of-the-art facility includes new academic classrooms, simulation laboratories, and administrative offices. Also of note, the SIUE Cougars captured the bronze boot for 2 consecutive years at City Park, now Energized Park, where they took on St. Louis University. Lewis and Clark Community College Nelson Complex has over 100 EHS students currently enrolled in current programs. A general education cohort and an introduction to industrial arts courses in the Fab Lab. The innovative learning environment is a place to play, create, learn, mentor, and invent. You do not have to be a student to participate. They utilize this amazing facility, and it's also open to the public. Fab Lab classes are offered for you to learn on how to use the tools to create, and memberships are actually available. The Nelson campus is also home to Lewis and Clark's process operations technology and industrial electricity programs, with future plans to include aviation program. Also of note, the Nelson campus are their English as a second language courses and Lewis and Clark's College for Life program, which is designed for students with disabilities. Lincoln Middle School is in the midst of a Phase 1 construction, which includes a 60,000 square foot addition that will include a competition gym, a dual-purpose storm shelter, and an annex gym, a media center, commons, 6 classrooms, and a multi-purpose room, and expected to be completed by the end of the summer. Phase 2 construction is also underway and will include a 90,000 square foot handicap accessible renovation of classrooms, hallways, offices, and student support areas. Secure entry construction projects will be underway this summer at EHS and LeClaire, Glen Carbon, Woodland, Hamel, Columbus, Nelson Elementary Schools. Next, we have the Rebuild Downtown and Main Street Capital Grant. The $2.87 million grant will allow for the replacement of the 130-year-old water mains in the 100 block of Main Street. This rebuild will ensure adequate flow to all buildings along the route and safeguard the integrity and longevity of the system. Additionally, the project is expected to improve pedestrian access along the route with added safety and convenience. The City of Edwardsville will receive a $2 million grant to transform a section of St. Louis Street in the heart of downtown into a community-centric public commons area. This was a member directive initiative by Representative Katie Stewart, and we're very grateful. The Goshen Commons project will create a pedestrian-friendly public courtyard that encompasses the 1 block area of St. Louis Street between North Main Street and North 2nd Street. Once completed, the inviting streetscape will incorporate green space, an expansive gathering area, and walkways framed overhead by a network of streamed lights. Last summer, the U.S. Department of Transportation announced the city as one of Illinois' recipients of the federal Rebuilding American Infrastructure and Sustainability and Equity. This is a $21.24 million federal grant, which is the largest one by far that we've ever received. This long-sought federal grant will be impactful to our southeastern corridor. Among their improvements will be the reconstruction of 1 mile of Goshen Road, spanning the distance between the Edwardsville YMCA Meyer Center and Sports Park Drive entrance to Plummer Family Park. This work will also include green mediums. It will also include the addition of the Liberty Trail, a 2.5-mile use path alongside the north side of Goshen Road from Old Troy Road to Plummer Family Park, including solar, rapid flashing beacons, as well as reconstruction of approximately 0.3 miles of Old Troy Road from Goshen Road to Madison County Transit Goshen's Trail, and the addition of a shared use path connecting Goshen Road and Goshen Trail. Furthermore, the installation of roundabouts with clearly marked pedestrian crossings at 3 Goshen Road intersections, Gerber Road, District Drive, and Ridgeview Road. Roundabouts have long been shown to increase safety for pedestrians and drivers and provide efficiencies in terms of reduced emissions and lower maintenance cost. Lastly, Plummer Family Park will see electric vehicles charging stations and bicycle parking along the shared use path. People can finally make it to Plummer Family Park on their bike. Phase 2 of Plummer Family Park is well underway with 6 NCAA regulation beach volleyball courts. We plan on hosting college tournaments, and we're very excited about that. We have 13 new pickleball courts, with one being a championship court that was sponsored by OMG, One More Game, for a total of 25 courts. We have 4 large, full synthetic, fully lit baseball fields, 2 of which can be converted into 4 smaller fields. This is referred to as 60-90 baseball fields. Thanks to Mr. Bob and Mrs. Donna Plummer and their dedicated team of employees, we were able to move forward with this expansion. The photo on the right is one of the 60-90 baseball diamonds, and the photo on the left shows progress on the full concessions and restroom facilities. Next, I would like to welcome James back up to the podium.
It's always an adjustment with the mic for me. Thanks, Mayor. Thank you for sharing all that great info. Edwardsville has a lot going on, and it is truly exciting. Our next speaker will discuss opportunities tied to tourism while also highlighting the tourism industry in the region. Edwardsville recognizes and partners with Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau as their destination marketing organization. This group has brought opportunity to Edwardsville in the way of marketing, partnership, and grants like the Route 66 funding as we approach the 100-year celebration, and sports tourism funding, which allowed us to nab the first ever professional pickleball event in Illinois. Please join me in welcoming Corey Jobe, President and CEO of Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau.
Good morning, everyone. I have to move the mic back up, too, so sorry, James. I don't have any jokes, so I'm a horrible joke teller, so no jokes for me this morning. All great news, though. It's a pleasure to be here today in Edwardsville. I have been on the job since 2020, and every year that I have been as the president and CEO, I've always attended this Economic Outlook Forum breakfast. It's always amazing to see all the progress that's being made here in the city of Edwardsville and the commitment to quality of life and the connections that we all have as a tourism bureau that we make here at this event every year. So I go into a lot of detail, and you'll see this in my slides coming up, but I want to thank Lindsay for pushing my slides. But everybody asks, what's the Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau? So I'm going to go into some explanation of that, and then we'll get into some economic impact numbers. The Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau is the state-certified destination marketing and management organizations for 6 counties and 39 communities here in Southwest Illinois. Our purpose is to maximize livability and the experience of place for residents and visitors alike by driving economic growth through strategically developing the area as a vibrant regional tourism destination. We exist to develop, promote, and support tourism in Madison, Macoupin, Montgomery, Greene, Jersey, and Calhoun counties. And if you peel back those layers a bit, you'll also find that our team is filled with aspirational, bold tourism professionals with years of experiences and willing to take smart risks. We are a group of people working tirelessly to bring community partners together to amplify our shared impact. We are thoughtful, helpful, and engaged with each other and the people of our communities and our regional leaders. We promote a region shaped by nature, history, and diversity. We encourage and celebrate vibrant small business communities made of makers and entrepreneurs who create amazing experiences for residents and visitors alike. And if you just listen to the mayor, you have a lot of great things happening that obviously us as residents want to enjoy, but visitors want as well. We are passionate about outdoor recreation and nature-based tourism. I'll talk about that in a few minutes. We help the region attract and host sports tournaments and events. I'm really going to dive into that shortly. And we welcome international and domestic tour groups by highlighting the rich adventures available in the region. We bring new tax revenues to the region through the visitor economy, that non-resident spending that all of our counties and cities utilize to help impact quality of life. We see the impact of our work firsthand as businesses flourish through our work on product development, attendance at sales and trade shows, and destination marketing and management. We are a team of passionate individuals filled with gratitude, humility, and a shared sense of purpose for the meaningful work we do on a daily basis. I love this next slide. This is from our partners at Destinations International. It really sums it up pretty easily about a visit. If you build a place where people want to visit, then you have built a place where people want to live. And if you build a place where people want to live, then you have built a place where people want to work. And if you built a place where people want to work, then you have built a place where business and residents will invest. And if you built a place where business and residents will invest, then you have built a place where people will want to visit. It starts with a visit. This is the work of a destination marketing and management organization like Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau. From visit to live to work to invest. Before I go on, I forgot to call out, I had this written down in my notes. I forgot we have several board members that serve on our Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau board. There's 21 members on our board, and we have 4 outstanding leaders that live, work, volunteer, and commit to the city of Edwardsville. Tom Garino of Bella Milano, Craig Becker, Ashley Niebuhr-Sharp, and Julie Babington. I want to thank all of them for their support and dedication in helping us build a regional destination. 2024 was another record year for regional tourism efforts in Southwest Illinois. From Route 66 to the Great River Road, we have some of the most unique experiences in the Midwest. The Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau promotes travel to Edwardsville by using a variety of tactics with paid advertising, earned media or public relations efforts, shared and owned media channels. We also meet with the leading tour operators and sports event rights holders in the industry. A matter of fact, in 3 weeks, Lindsay Laird, pushing my slides, our sales manager, and I will be at Sports ETA in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We'll be meeting with 50 of the top rights holders that want to be in the Midwest over a 4-day period. And as you just heard the mayor say, Edwardsville continues to be a community in our regional destination with so much to offer, from outdoor recreation, amazing cuisine, culture, history, and a great small business community. The Great Rivers and Routes region is increasingly recognized as a destination for families, for enjoying the great outdoors at the confluence of the Mississippi, Illinois, and Missouri rivers, driving the iconic Route 66 and the Great River Road, and for discovering the charm, history, and culture of our communities. The success has contributed to a thriving economy, with tourism contributing nearly $92 million in new spending in our 6-county region since 2021. The latest numbers from the Illinois Office of Tourism are 2023 visitor numbers. Spending in the Great Rivers and Routes region surpassed $827 million and generated more than $34 million in local tax revenues. This was an increase of 2% over the previous year. According to our data partners Artico, visitors represented a greater share of observation and accounted for a larger portion of in-market spending compared to 2023. Local business spending increased, showcasing a healthy contribution to the tourism economy. For Edwardsville, let's dig a little deeper. Retail accounts for 18% of total visitor spending, and those visitors spend on average $101 per visit. Visitors spend an average of $127 per visit at local restaurants. Average nightlife spend was $120 per visitor, and $72 a day was spent at area attractions. Top spending categories are food, health, retail, and accommodations. Food is the top visitor spend category at 34%. 23% of visitors to Edwardsville visits the downtown district, and sports accounts for 23% of all visits to Edwardsville. These are all amazing opportunities for us to grow the tourism economy. 68% of visitors stayed at least 1.6 nights in Edwardsville in 2024. 26% of visitors in 2024 were day trips, and 35% have children in the household. The highest months for overnight stays in Edwardsville in 2024 were the months of April, May, June, July, August, and October. 24.5% of total guests visiting Edwardsville had a household income of $100,000 plus. 65.4% were the ages of 25 to 64, and the 18 to 24 age group, and this is probably likely college students, had the most per person spend at $242 per day. 65% of all visitors to Madison County were from out of state, including Chicago, St. Louis, Central Illinois, Paducah, Kentucky, Cape Girardeau, Missouri, Columbia and Jefferson City, Missouri, and Evansville, Indiana. 26.5% of all visitors to Southwest Illinois in 2024 traveled to the region for outdoor recreation and spent an average of $196 per person per visit on outdoor recreation. And that is a 20% increase in the last 2 years. More opportunity. On the leisure side of travel, we released just last week from Longwoods International, American travelers view domestic travel as an opportunity to explore a rich cultural landscape with strong agreement on the country's diverse histories, cultural foods, music, and traditions. That was at 61%, and arts at 50%. And there is a clear positive perception of the U.S. domestically as a destination for cultural exploration. When choosing a cultural travel destination, American travelers prioritize historical landmarks at 62% and traditional cuisine at 52%. Museums and galleries at 46% and rich local cultural at 40% play a significant role. Now, the numbers are still to be determined. U.S. travel is looking at both domestic and international numbers since the beginning of the first year, and we will have more to report on that later in the year. 88% of American travelers have plans to travel within the next 6 months, which marks a 5 percentage point decrease from the period last year, which was 93%. Even with those constraints, 90% of all American travelers do have trips planned in the next 6 months. 63% of those travelers say they would take a domestic road trip in the next 6 months. So we are ideally situated right here in the Midwest at the meeting of the Great River Road and Route 66 for not only domestic travelers in that 3 to 5 hour drive market, but international travel as well, and we'll get to that. So what does the Great Rivers and Routes team do daily to drive travel and elevate awareness about the things to do in Edwardsville to a broader audience? In 2024, we continued to promote the region through a variety of paid channels, highlighting the region's outdoor nature-based tourism assets and road trip ideas along Route 66 and the Great River Road with connected TV, online video and pre-roll video, a paid social media strategy, targeted digital banner ads, print advertising, and regional, national, and international publications with our new brand campaign that you see here, where the Mother Road meets the River Road. In addition to our video executions, we ran seasonally paid target digital ads, native ads, and more than 300 targeted social media ads campaigns highlighting community events and activities here in Edwardsville, including the Edwardsville Foodie campaign, Edwardsville Shopping, the Living History Festival, the Edwardsville Art Fair, Opera Edwardsville Outdoor Concert, and the Holiday Concert, the West End Service Station, Edwardsville Route 66 Festival. Sorry, my phone is ringing on my watch, and the Goshen Farmers Market. In all, our digital advertising efforts served more than 76 million impressions. That means 76 million eyeballs saw our ads, up 15% over 2023. With our brand awareness efforts, we highlighted our region's food scene with Route 66 and Great River Road Trip Adventures, Fall Adventures, and our amazing outdoor product using brand awareness tactics in many regional, national, and international publications, as I said. Those magazine ads, this is just a sampling of our Route 66 campaign, Where Legends Live, included runs in Chicago Magazine, Where Magazine, Terrain Magazine, St. Louis Magazine, Group and Travel Leisure Magazine, American Journal, Mine America in Germany, Great Lakes USA Visitor Guide in both the UK and Germany, and the Daily Herald in London. We launched new paid broadcast campaign partnerships with NBC, Fox, and CBS, and we will continue all those paid efforts in 2025, along with a new expanded campaign with St. Louis Magazine digitally. Earned media is essential to tell the story of our people, places, events, and our small business community. In 2024 was another incredible year of earned media placements we secured for Edwardsville. We had 385 earned media placements just for Edwardsville with a media value of $5.5 million. That was up more than 25% from 2023. In 2024, we hosted 50 travel writers in the region, influencers, and travel trade representatives from key markets globally, including Canada, Mexico, the UK, and Germany. Domestically, we hosted key product managers from east to west and some of the top social media influencers from St. Louis, Chicago, Kansas City, and Indianapolis. We covered every stop along Route 66 and the Great River Road, showcasing our amazing product and small business community. And I want to personally thank many businesses in Edwardsville for hosting and working with the team. Polished Prints, the Urban Collective Boutique Hotel, 1818 Chop House, Bella Milano, Sacred Grounds, the West End Service Station, the Wildy Theater, Goshen Coffee, Cafe Birdie, Mia Estera, Cleveland Heath, and Tenderloin Lavender Farms for all their support in welcoming the world to their businesses. We launched a new video program with CrowdRiff. CrowdRiff Creators pairs content creators with travel destinations to capture the most epic experiences and hidden gems travelers know about. You're looking at a video here that is on the screen. To date, our content creators have captured more than 50 experiences, and we are sharing that content with followers on our social media channels to grow reach and even more followers. And we plan on contacting a lot of restaurants here in the Edwardsville area over the next coming weeks. So if you get a call from Stephanie Tate from my team, please answer, because we want to be able to capture content at your restaurant. We continue to partner our friends at Opera Edwardsville with paid print and digital advertising. This is a print ad that we ran with Opera Edwardsville. And our website, riversandroutes.com, continues to drive leads to small businesses and provides the top trip planning ideas and information for visitors and residents. Thank you to our partner at Tempest. Together, we have built a website that is moving people through the trip planning funnel with huge results for Southwest Illinois. As we look, our 2024 results speak for themselves. A 9% increase year over year with visits to the website, a 33% increase in engaged sessions, and a 32% increase in organic visits year over year. For Edwardsville, the landing page at riversandroutes.com, the numbers are impressive. There were 44,233 page views. That's up over 60% from 2023. And some of the top page views were Edwardsville restaurants, events, the Route 66 Festival, and things to do. Our new mobile app continues to be a useful tool for visitors and residents for planning a trip to Southwest Illinois. And after a year having the mobile app, more than 5,000 visitors have downloaded the app. So get out your phone, scan the QR code, or you can go over to riversandroutes.com and you can download it there. So it's an exciting tool that we're going to be expanding in the next year. Our Go Guide continues to be an inspiration for travel to our region. This past fall, we debuted 4 regional covers instead of 1. And what you're seeing on the screen here is our new Spring-Summer Go Guide that will debut April 1. And those Go Guides will feature Alton, Grafton, the MCT trails in Edwardsville, and the Aqua Park in Collinsville. We really like the way this Go Guide has turned out. It's an award-winning publication, and excited for the team to finish it. Let's pivot now to more leisure side's the fun. Everybody loves leisure, right? But the proof's in the pudding with sports and events, in my opinion, in tourism. Our sales continue to deliver on strong leads and groups for the region, resulting in positive economic impact for Southwest Illinois. In total, we attended, well, I should say Lindsay attended 8 sales shows on behalf of our partners focused on group, travel, and sporting events. I'm going to help her out a little bit this year. Let's talk a little bit about sports. 63% of respondents to a 2023 travel study for the sports sector said that youth and amateur sporting events were their top generator of room nights. Americans took a record 204.9 million sports events-related trips last year, according to the State of Industry report that Sports Events and the Tourism Association published. Sports travel generated $52.2 billion, that's with a B, in spending in 2023. This is the fastest growing sector in the hospitality and travel industry in the country. And this report defines a sports traveler as someone who took a trip as a participant or an attendee to an adult or youth amateur event or a collegiate sports tournament, race, or other event. This is not professional sports or collegiate regular season games. They're excluded from this report. So a majority of this is youth and amateur sports. The personalized travel and experience market is projected to grow from $144.45 billion in 2024 to $169.3 billion in 2025, reflecting a compound growth of 17.2%. The upward trajectory in the group tour business is expected to continue, reaching $317.4 billion by 2029. The charter bus sector was projected to generate more than $102 million in revenue in Illinois in 2024. On the sports front, we had another solid year of new and returning events. In all, more than 5,000 delegates participated in events with 3,000 hotel room nights contracted, resulting in an economic impact of $5 million being spent on food, lodging, gas, and shopping in Madison County alone. In October, the Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau was awarded a $500,000 incentive grant from the Illinois Office of Tourism to continue our efforts on attracting new events to the region. As a result, as the mayor said earlier, we have booked a new regional tournament in Edwardsville with the Professional Pickleball Association. The PPA will be bringing the inaugural event to the expanded Plummer Park this summer for a 3-year commitment, with it bringing hundreds of hotel room nights each year and thousands of players and spectators spending money at your businesses and in your community. We are currently in discussions with regional and national sports rights holders to bring additional events to Madison County using the incentive fund program through 2027. However, to continue the momentum and take Madison County to a new level as a premier sports tourism destination, we really need 2 things. One, we need an indoor event facility, a sports event facility. It has been determined that an indoor multi-sport venue is feasible, viable, and can contribute significantly to regional sports tourism. Regional sports tourism as well be a quality of life enhancement to a community. Opportunity to host 100+ team tournaments, expand opportunities for the local community, and be an economic catalyst for ancillary development, such as hotels, hospitality, themed businesses, retail, etc. Through naming rights, sponsorships, and operating revenue, the facility can support its own operating expenses and produce significant economic impact, hotel room night stays, and total visitors. Our recommendation is to partner with a private operator to manage the complex. Local population will not be challenged to support Monday through Thursday operations of a new complex. Sufficient sub-regional population to support a collection of new sports opportunities is there, and sufficient regional population to support a sports tourism-focused facility is there. So how can a community in Madison County finance a project of this size? We suggest a P3 municipality lease. The municipality and the private sector each bring value to the project. The community brings land, possibly some capital, possible tax incentives or economic development incentives, and the private side brings the balance of the capital required to fund the project, along with development expertise, sport experience, vendor relationships, and operating expertise. Municipally owned land is leased by the village to the private side for $1. Land is donated by a developer, or land is acquired as part of the project cost. The private side then develops the project as a private project with an agreement to lease the improved facility back to the city for a predetermined amount. This doesn't use a community's bond capacity and ensures the city maintains control of the use of a facility as the master leaseholder. The private side operates the complex. The study area focused on the Metro East counties of Madison and St. Clair County. Only one facility can work on this side of the river. And let me say this before I go on. Edwardsville already has the premier bat and ball facilities with Plummer Park and Plummer Park 2. We've got rights holders knocking down our doors to be at Plummer Park 2 from all around the country. This would be an indoor event facility, hardcore 8 to 10 basketball court size that can be converted to gymnastics, dance, cheer, wrestling, etc. We are currently having conversations around the county to find a community to make this happen. This isn't easy, but it's something that's desperately needed to drive economic development. The second thing to make this work is Tourism Incentive District funding, TID, T-I-D for short. Tourism districts typically include hotels and sometimes include visitor attractions and finance destination marketing organizations. Tourism improvement districts go by many names: tourism business improvement districts, tourism marketing districts, and even hotel marketing districts. But no matter what it's called, a tourism improvement district is a revolutionary way to fund destination marketing programs like communities with existing events, event rights holder fees, marketing, and development. The state of Illinois passed TID legislation in 2022, and Illinois was the 36th state to make it happen. TID districts usually in Illinois include only hotel stays, but the Illinois Destinations Association, which I chair our legislative committee, is looking at expanding that right now. How it works is simple. It's a user fee. None of us in Edwardsville or Madison County are staying in our hotels. It's the visitor. The visitor is used to paying fees on a hotel stay. They place a charge on all hotels, typically a percentage or a room night, charged $1 to $2. The state legislation allows TIDs created in Illinois up to 5% per room per night. As I said, the charge is always passed to the customer, and funds raised are typically collected by the local government in the same manner as they do a local bed tax. However, unlike bed taxes, they cannot be spent on general revenue fund programs by the local government. Funds raised through that TID assessment must be spent for the benefit of the businesses paying the assessment. So the hotel owners have the say, along with the certified destination marketing organization, Great Rivers and Routes Tourism, on how that money is to be spent. And we think at Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau, the TID financing structure is a great way to build out our sports tourism efforts on a long-term basis in Madison County. Both efforts I mentioned are essential, as I said, to grow our sports tourism industry in Madison County and continue driving real economic growth via youth and amateur sporting events here in the region. Switching gears, you can tell I'm pretty passionate about sports tourism. I've been yelling about it for 4 years now, so I hope somebody's listening out there, and I want to chat to you. Over the past 3, as the mayor said, 2026 is the centennial year of Route 66. I've been working on this for 3 years. I'm so glad when 2027 gets here. I was just telling Craig, I don't know what we're going to do after all the funding. We're going to find a new funding model, but we'll get there. Over the past 3 years, we have funded more than $700,000 in projects with the support of the Illinois Office of Tourism in the city of Edwardsville. Obviously, here on the screen is one of our greatest projects, the West End Service Station. And then the second image here is the Edwardsville Children's Museum exhibit. And we've hosted visitors from over 20 countries in all 50 states at the West End Service Station. It's only been open 2 years. International travel continues to strengthen post-pandemic. By 2026, international travel will exceed pre-pandemic levels. And we have several partnerships across the country that makes this work. With the Illinois Office of Tourism, Brand USA, Great Lakes USA, and Mississippi River Country, we are really a sought-after destination for international visitors. We are at the intersection of the two most recognizable national scenic byways, Route 66 and the Great River Road. Millions of dollars are being spent right now on marketing and promotion of Route 66 in Illinois to key markets around the globe for the centennial of 2026. And we need to take full advantage of those visitors who are traveling Route 66 to connect them to the Great River Road, staying longer in our region, spending more money. And we're working very hard with the Illinois Office of Tourism's trade offices in the UK, Canada, Germany, and Mexico to make that happen. In 2024, Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau partnered to attend IPW in LA, Brand USA Travel Week in London, Outdoor Travel Week in Toronto, and sales missions in Europe, Mexico, and Canada to educate the market about our product. And with those visits, we have more than 50 international tour operators currently carrying bookable product in our region. And this summer, the world will come to Chicago in June for IPW. This is the largest inbound international tour operator and media show with more than 6,000 delegates from across the world. And Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau will have a major presence there. We'll have more than 200 appointments over 4 days to celebrate our destination and our small business community. And then we get to welcome more than 100 media and trade representatives for 4 days here in our region. So we'll be calling on some of you small business owners as we set the post-FAM trips. But we're excited to bring 100 media and tour operators to Madison County in June. It's important that we continue to stay on the front of the international market and keep aligned with tour operators focused on our region. And if you haven't heard of the Tourism Exchange, if you're a business that has bookable product, this is a global game changer. I don't know if Kristen Fries is here, but Edwardsville Children's Museum has just signed up in the Tourism Exchange. Many other of our businesses, sites, and attractions are signing up right now. This is a game changer to get your product at no charge distributed around the world. And so if you have questions about it, please see Lindsay afterwards. She'd be happy to sign you up. This is a game changer for the region. As you can see, tourism is a thriving industry in Southwest Illinois, and I could talk for hours, but I'm over my time. You know, we got to continue to invest in destination marketing and development and focus on driving more non-resident spending that impacts the quality of life of all of us in our region. And we're excited to be your partner in destination marketing, community, and economic development. I always say this, not one city, county, site, attraction, or small business owner can do it on their own. It's really a part of a regional destination that makes it happen. And I want to thank you for your time this morning. I want to thank Mayor Risavy and his commitment to the Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau and the City of Edwardsville's partnership. Thank you.
Thank you, Corey. Now it's time for the part of the program which I really enjoy. We have some awards to hand out today. We have 3 awards. We have the Large Business of the Year Award, the Small Business of the Year Award, and we also have the Nonprofit Award as well. We are going to start with the 2024 Large Business of the Year Award goes to BJC Healthcare. In November of 2021, BJC opened an outpatient center for Edwardsville. Within 3 months, this site gained 1,200 new patients. Not all of these patients live in Edwardsville, which has brought new faces to the community. In 2024, BJC collaborated with a developer to fill their outlot where residents and visitors can enjoy Raising Cane's. BJC continues to work with the Lions Club for their Christmas tree sales in late November and December. Also in 2024, they submitted plans to expand into the rest of the facility with current ongoing construction. This enhances the quality of life for our residents and surrounding communities. BJC Healthcare is a tremendous asset to our community. Congratulations for being selected as a 2024 Large Business of the Year. I would like to welcome Dr. Douglas Pogue, President of BJC Medical Group, to the lectern to accept the award. Thank you. Would you like to say a few words?
Thanks. It's a real There we go. Thanks. It's a real privilege to be here in Edwardsville and to be able to care for you and your families here. It takes a village to serve a city, so I lead our medical group and our physicians and nurse practitioners, but with me are actually the leadership teams of 4 or 5 hospitals that also kind of all are part of the center. Alton Memorial Hospital up in Alton, Christian Hospital just over the bridge, our Protestant Memorial Hospitals both in Shiloh and in Belleville, and actually St. Louis Children's Hospital also has a pediatric urgent care that's part of the facility. So we are going to the next phase, and so we're trying to build a medical home where really individuals and families can get about 90% of all the regular medical care we need. If you need a lung transplant, don't do it here. Go down to St. Louis. But for the things that really matter to families on an everyday basis, we'd love to be here. We'd love to serve you all better, and really looking forward to it. Thanks very much. Really appreciate it.
Next is a 2024 Small Business of the Year. The award goes to Runwell. Runwell is a specialty store with a focus on helping active individuals on their fitness journey. It is a valuable resource for high-quality running apparel, footwear, and accessories with a team of highly trained staff who are able to provide a gait analysis to assist you in finding footwear that best fits your needs. Since their opening in 2023, they have assisted elite runners, beginner runners, walkers, student athletes, and those seeking comfort on the job, and those dealing with injuries or medical issues or looking for relief from pain and discomfort. Runwell hosts a weekly Wednesday night run, a 1,000-mile challenge, and is a strong supporter of students on the run. Congratulations to Jen Schaller and her dedicated team. We appreciate everything you do in the community.
Thank you, everyone. This award means so much to us because it takes a lot of hardworking people behind the scenes. So I'm here to accept this award on behalf of my whole team. I've got my right hand and my left hand with me here today. And our whole staff is just a bunch of caring individuals who care about human beings that come into the store. We're so much more than just a running store. We really care about the community, and it means so much that the community thinks we're important and that we're special. I want to share a story because I don't want you to be put off by the name Runwell, because if you have feet and wear shoes, you're our customer. And I think, sometimes people think they're not our customer. But yesterday, a young woman came into the store and she immediately went left over to the corner. And I thought, well, maybe she wants a water bottle. I'll go check on her. And she says quietly that her coworker came in and we helped her with socks and shoes for her bunions. And she's like, and I have bunions, and I'm wondering if you might be able to help me. And she said it real quietly, and I said, I got you. So we came on over, and she's not a runner. She's on her feet working. She came in wearing Crocs because she just couldn't find shoes that were comfortable for her. So we did a pronation analysis on her. We got her shoes with support, which takes the pressure off the bunion. We sized her so she got the right size, so she had plenty of room. And we know our products. And then we got her socks that spread out her metatarsal so she gets more blood flow. And I know that I impacted her quality of life, and that's going to ripple out to her family, her job, her community. So that means the world to us. That's what we do every day. And I know we all have hundreds of stories of people like that who come in. If you're brave enough to come into the running store, we are not going to assume that you're training for a marathon, okay? Just, you can relax, and we're going to meet you right where you are. If you just want to be more active, maybe have less pain, you work on your feet, come in and see what we can do to help you. That's what we really love to do, and we get paid to do what we love. So that's, next level stuff. If you get paid to, and you love what you do. And then on top of it, we get an email that they want to give us an award for Small Business of the Year from our community. So this means so much. We're going to give all the love and support back to our community. We really look at ourselves like a community center for people who want to be active. Come join us for an event. We have clinics, we have workshops, we have guest speakers. We want to be a resource for you if you want to just get started being active. If you just want to, chase your grandkids around, and come on in. And we look forward to seeing all of you. And thank you again, Mayor, for this award. We really appreciate it.
Next is the 2024 Nonprofit Business of the Year, and it goes to the Goshen Market Foundation. The Goshen Market Foundation was established in 2016 and not only uses its resources to provide greater access to healthy food, but also to encourage growth of local agriculture and educate the community about sustainable farming practices and nutrition. The foundation was rooted in the Land of Goshen Community Market, which started in 1997 and is one of the largest in the area. The foundation has numerous events and products, including the Beet Box, a mobile farmers market that distributes free and low-cost produce directly to neighborhoods, schools, and community centers. Farm to Food Bank, a partnership with Feeding Illinois and St. Louis area's food banks, in which local farmers are paid for their seconds and surplus produce to be transported to the Glen Ed Food Pantry and Beet Box for distribution to individuals in Madison and St. Clair counties. Food Access Booth. With a generous grant from the Edwardsville Community Foundation, the booth is at every market Saturday, providing a resource hub with information on affordable food access. Sprouts and School, collaborating with other local organizations to take educational programming to early childhood facilities in Madison and St. Clair counties. And Market Sprouts, a program focused on educating children and their parents about local produce, farming, gardening, sustainability, seasonality, and nature. Congratulations, Goshen Market Foundation Executive Director Ann Harrington and board members, Emily Sheehan, Jeff Scoblo, Sherry Chase, Patience Graybill, Jamie Henderson, Sharon Henderson, Sherry Hickman, Pam Keck, Kristen Pauley, Elsa Zeller, and Alex Zelenko. We appreciate everything you and your remarkable volunteers do that make the organization so incredible and deserving of the 2024 Nonprofit Business of the Year.
As a nonprofit, we take every opportunity to sort of toot our own horn, and I'm going to do that just for a second. I'm going to throw a lot of information at you in the next 4 minutes. I don't expect you to remember it all, but if you hear something that piques your interest, that you'd like to be involved in or learn more about, please reach out to me or to one of our amazing board members after this event. First all is our trivia night. April 5th, it is at the Madison County Farm Bureau. We would love for some of you to join us. It is actually one of our main fundraisers of the year, so please come out and do that. We have 2 winter markets left on March 15th and April 19th, and that's in our regular market location. It's a smaller market, but we still have vendors out selling their products, so please come and support us. And then, of course, opening day is Mother's Day weekend, May 10th. We are excited to launch our 29th season there, so... It has been brought to my attention that not everybody knew there was a difference between the Goshen Market and the Goshen Market Foundation. The short way that I like to describe it is that the market brings together all of this sort of love and energy and resources and collects it all in downtown Edwardsville. And then the Goshen Market Foundation takes all of that resources, food, goodwill and carries it out to Madison and St. Clair County to share it with a broader audience. So that's sort of the short version on that. And I'm going to go to my written words here. It is my pleasure to accept this award on behalf of the Goshen Market Foundation and the talented, wonderful members of our board. We are very grateful to have been singled out for recognition in this community that is so full of incredibly valuable and worthy organizations doing good work every day. I'm going to talk about us for a second, but really us includes all of you, so please bear with me. In 1997, the Land of Goshen Community Market was founded by a group of citizens and vendors, 3 of whom, the Hendersons and Sherry Chase, remain on our board today. With the mission of supporting, among other things, downtown Edwardsville, local farmers, artists, and makers. Heading into our 29th season with 92 vendors, that's 92 small local businesses on our schedule in a soon-to-be reimagined market space, we can certainly be proud of that success. But the 26,000 or so visitors that came to the market last year didn't just come for tomatoes or peaches or pumpkins. Don't get me wrong, they bought those, a lot of them. But what they came for was community, and they found that here. Since its founding, and even more so since the establishment of the Goshen Market Foundation in 2016, the Land of Goshen Community Market has been a microcosm of community done right. People gather with their family and friends, their kids and their dogs, so many dogs, and they enjoy the music, the activities, the local products made by local people's hands, and they feel safe and healthy and empowered to make healthy choices. And the Goshen Market Foundation, started by Jessica Despain and other activist members of the board who saw all of this energy and all of these resources and thought, we ought to share this. The Goshen Market Foundation shares it with our Beatbox, our Farm to Food Bank, Sprouts at School, the Cool Box, serving as a link hub for Southwest Illinois, helping other markets establish SNAP and link acceptance procedures. We share it with people who need it. But we are heading into different times. It seems likely that more people will need more help. And I am grateful that the Goshen Market Foundation is part of a community that has offered their generous support with such grace all of these years. It gives me hope that by coming together, not just at the market, but as a community, we might all make it through. And friends, we have it so good here. Our community is so rich in community that we can literally box it up. One pile of vegetables, one township voucher, one health screening, one kids activity or link match coupon at a time, and share it all over Madison and St. Clair County. And for that, we are so grateful for your support, which makes everything we do possible, for our success, which is truly your success, and to be a little part of this generous and thoughtful community. This community, Edwardsville, thank you.
Good group of people. One more round of applause for all 3. Now, before we close, a couple things. I'd like to revisit the retirement of Kevin Head. So, Kevin began with the city as a city administrator in January 2019. He retired as colonel from the United States Air Force at Scott Air Force Base in 2018 after 28 years of service and 14 assignments, including multiple commands. This will be his second attempt at retirement, and I'm sure his wife, Beth Ann, who is retiring this year as well, is surely hoping it is final. Kevin helped see us through numerous challenging events. The COVID pandemic, the tornado which took 6 lives, the loss of 2 elected officials that were personal friends of mine and his, Jack Burns and Janet Stack, while also navigating through developments, TIFs, business districts, new roads, new streets. Kevin and Beth Ann have 3 grown children and 4 grandchildren. They all live in the St. Louis area. And as James stated earlier, Kevin is going to make Edwardsville his home along with his family. His retirement plans include plenty of travel, including a tour of all the U.S. bases to which he was assigned. On a more personal note, there's not one single meeting that I ever attended that I didn't feel like we were totally prepared. One of those reasons was because of Kevin Head. He has a calm about himself. He is a true leader. To me, he's a military hero, and I'm just grateful that I had the opportunity to spend 6 years with him. So let's give him one more round of applause. Next, in reference to Eric Williams. He's a lifelong Madison County resident, more than 28 years of public service between the city of Bethalto and the city of Edwardsville. He joined the city of Edwardsville workforce in 1997 as an engineer technician while still a student at SAE. He became a project engineer in 1998. He became assistant city engineer in 2001. He became city engineer in 2008. In 2014, he was appointed to the Director of Public Works with oversight of the city's growing infrastructure and vast operational needs. And he served under 3 different Edwardsville administrators, beginning his tenure with the longtime mayor, Mary Gary Niebuhr. I couldn't think of a better person to replace Kevin Head. There's nobody who has more knowledge of the ins and outs of this city than Eric Williams. We are very fortunate to have a leader with his level of expertise. Let's give him a round of applause. Now, before I close, I know we're getting close to being over. People often ask me what makes Edwardsville different, and I try to explain it. Most cities, residents expect their city to have a very strong police department, which we do, very well respected. A strong fire department, which our fire department will not only put out fires, they'll also save your life. They're EMS certified. And a strong public works department. They want good streets, good roads. We have all of those. But in Edwardsville, they expect a little bit more. And just to give you a few things, and I'm going to miss some. Right here we have Land of Goshen, the Goshen Market. We have our camp out at Glick Park. We have the Criterion, which is sponsored by the Rotary. We have the Futures Tennis Tournament. We have the Halloween parade sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce. We have our Friday night concerts, our movies in the park, our Edwardsville Symphony, our municipal band, our Edwardsville Opera, our Wildy, which is hugely successful with dedicated volunteers and members. We have our SIUE Homecoming. I don't know if anybody attended it, but it was amazing. Our Route 66 Festival, our Children's Museum, our Watershed Nature Center, our Stevenson House, our Art Center, along with our Art Fair, our Living History Days, our Christmas tree lighting, our Derek Carr Show, the Madison County Historical Museum events, and our Daddy-Daughter Dance. And I know I missed a whole plethora of other events. But my point is, when I travel around the state of Illinois, people always recognize me, and they always give me a second look. And they're like, I've heard of Edwardsville. That's a great place to live. And that makes me feel proud. So, in closing, once again, thank you for coming. There's a few people I want to thank. Thank you to Matt McSperrin, Jamie Barger, and the outlet staff. I want to thank all of our employees that are here today. I would like them to stand and be recognized. And I would also like to recognize our public officials that are here today, and I hope I don't miss anyone. I have Alderman S.J. Morrison, Alderman Jennifer Warren, and we also have the Madison County Chairman Chris Lusser back there. Is there any other elected officials that are here? I'd like you to stand and just be recognized. What? I'm sorry, Elizabeth Grant's here. Where are you at, Elizabeth? So well, thank you for being here. Oh. Thank you, Elizabeth Grant. You are not left out. She's back in the corner. Seriously, Elizabeth, thank you for all you do. I would like to recognize James Arnold, Kathy Hensley, Devin Gray, John Cunningham, and Desiree Gerber especially for all their hard work and dedication to make this event a success. Once again, I would also once again like to thank our dedicated employees. You might not know this, but we have well over 200 employees, closer to 250 between part-time and full-time. We have an amazing group of people who work at the city, and our city would not be what it is without their dedication and hard work. Most importantly, though, today, I want to thank all of you. It is people like you that make our city a wonderful place to work, dine, socialize, and enjoy every day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for attending.
The mayor stole my thank yous, so I don't have much to say. But before I wrap today up, awardees, please come up and see me after this event as we will step over here and get pictures. Thank you to everybody that the mayor just recognized as a second time. And again, thank you to everybody in this room. And that concludes today's event.